however, lacks this feeling, he must try constantly to prove his superiority by exhibiting his power, and harshness is his only weapon. This is from a little book called The Book of Lies, The Smoking Dog, Kitover. Each act of man is the twist and double of an hare. Love and death are the greyhounds that course him. God bred the hounds, and taketh his pleasure in the sport. This is the comedy of Pan, that man should think he hunteth, while those hounds hunt him. This is the tragedy of man when facing love and death he turns to bay. He is no more hare but boar. There are no other comedies or tragedies. Cease then to be the mockery of God. In savagery of love and death live thou and die. Thus shall his laughter be thrilled through with ecstasy. This is an excerpt from Liber Aleph, the Book of Wisdom or Folly. Behold now nature, how prodigal is she of her forces. The evident will of every acorn is to become an oak, yet nigh all fail of that will. Therefore one secret of magic is economy of thy force, to do no act unless secure of its effect. And if every act hath an effect on every plane, how canst thou do this, unless thou be connected with all planes? For this reason must thou know thoroughly not only thy body and thy mind, but thy body of light, and all its subtler principles soever. But I will have thee to consider most especially what powers thou hast within thee, which are certainly capable of great effects, which are constantly wasted. Think then whether, if these powers, frustrate of their end upon one plane, might not be turned to high purpose and assured success upon another. For 100 acorns, rightly set in conditions fit for their true growth, will become 100 oaks, while otherwise they make but one meal for one hog, and their subtle nature is wholly lost to them. Learn then, O my son, this mystery of economy, and apply it faithfully and with diligence in thy work. The Tent. This is a sonnet that Crowley wrote during a trip to the desert. Only the stars endome the lonely camp. Only the desert leagues encompass it. Waterless wastes, a wilderness of wit, embattled cold, imagination's cramp. Now were the desolation fain to stamp the congealed spirit of man into the pit, save that, unquenchable because unlit, the love of God burns steady, like a lamp. It burns beyond the sands, beyond the stars. It burns beyond the bands, beyond the bars. And so the expanse of mystery, veil by veil, burns inward, plume on plume, still folding over the dissolved heart of the amazed lover, the angel wings over the Holy Grail. The following is an excerpt from a letter he wrote to one of his inquirers relative to the meaning of some of the magical instruments. Really, you comfort me when you turn from those abstruse and exalted themes with which you have belabored